and welcome to Besterday, where nostalgia reigns supreme. I'm Bianca, and I'm the ultimate 90s baby. But before we get started, I want to introduce this week's co-host, and he is a very special guy because I remember watching him when I was in middle school. I'm sure you guys do too. And his name is...
Oh, man. Now you're going to trip me up. Which name was it? Oh, hi, it's Steven. Hello.
Yes. Steven Smith, the one and only.
Oh, you guys are too nice.
Yes.
Too nice. You're too nice. Middle school, that doesn't date me at all.
I mean, I just have to state the facts. I don't want you to feel old.
Hey, man, it's all right. I'm sure there's a show I went to that you were probably conceived at, so.
Oh, that's
okay.
just gross.
No, that's just how it works. You count your birthday back 9 months, and then you can look at your parents and go, ew.
Oh, no, I
what
don't
were
think
you
about
doing?
that.
When's your birthday?
September 16th.
September. Oh, so, I mean, so Christmas, huh?
Yeah.
Probably. Not too much eggnog in
it's
your
the cold
household.
winter months, you know.
Yeah.
People get too comfortable sometimes.
Wake up around 2 a.m. What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing. Why not? Let's make this happen.
Oh, gosh. Moving on.
Are you an eggnog baby?
I don't know.
Is that how it works?
You know, I'm going to ask my mom about this.
You should.
Yeah.
You should do it in front of your dad, too.
No, I feel like it should be a one-on-one conversation.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's fun to do.
So you've done it before?
No, I was told.
Okay.
I was told, it's like, you were conceived at, and I went, I got to stop you right there. Stop you right there. My mom went, no. And then I think she informed me, she was like started talking about furniture that they still had. And I was like, you know what? Whatever happened, you can keep it between yourselves. It's fine. It's all good. And where was this? Was this in the Bronx?
Yeah, this was in the Bronx.
You were born in the Bronx?
Born in the Bronx. Born and raised. I still live there.
You still live in the Bronx?
Yeah, I live in the house that my grandparents grew up in.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like passed down through generations.
Serious history.
Definitely.
And they own the place in the
They
Bronx.
own it, yeah.
Wow. That's super cool.
And I don't plan on moving anytime soon.
No,
because I have student loans to pay.
Hey,
so.
You know what? It's not a small club.
Yeah.
You know what? I have a friend who told me how to get out of student loans a long time ago. It was a very easy trick. You say no and don't pay them. Oh. Yes.
That's very smart.
That's what he did, yeah. And I don't know how it worked, but it worked.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Does that bother you with student loans that now, like in New York, you could have gone for free?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't you have done this when I was in high school? Yeah. Like, that's just not fair.
Yeah. Well, remember, you can have a gun, but you can't have education or health care.
Yeah.
Just saying.
World.
I'm not espousing any political views. I'm just stating facts.
It's true. This is the world that we live in, people.
Well, it's a country that we live in.
Yeah.
So, and that's okay. There's good and bad. You gotta, as the descendants say, gotta know the truth before you say you have pride.
Yes.
And that's
Love
important.
these references.
That's important. But what's going on? So now you've invited me here.
Yes, I invited you here to talk about all things 2007.
2007. Oh, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago, you were what, 13?
Yes.
Holy.
No, 10 years ago.
No, wait, how old are you now?
No, I was 16.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, my good heavens.
I wasn't that young.
16.
But yeah.
16's young. So you're 26 now.
26 now.
So you're halfway through the stupid decade.
Yeah.
I mean that nicely.
I'm hoping that it speeds up faster.
Yes, I missed the 20s are the stupid decade.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You're very comfortable being stupid, but you're a girl, so you're not as stupid as
definitely.
the other half.
I have that one up in the gender gender category.
So dumb. And I mean that nicely because I am one. So I am a boy, so I can talk about how stupid boys are, especially in their 20s.
Yeah, a lot a stupid experiences in your past.
Lord, they don't stop. They don't stop.
But before we talk about all the 2007 fun, want to let you guys remember that make sure to hashtag Besterday on Twitter and Instagram, and also rate us on iTunes. That is very important.
Oh, you want a review?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want more people.
I need people to see it.
Do you get
more.
Sponsors? Do you have a sponsor for this?
No. It's like
because you work here.
Yeah, so I can't really have
sponsors.
I'm sponsored by Fuse. Sponsored by my job.
So they don't pay you extra.
No.
Oh, they should step it up.
I mean, if you guys are listening to this, Steven said so.
Yeah.
So
you gotta set up your own Venmo.
I do have my own Venmo. Oh, like for the podcast?
No, for you.
I have my own Venmo account.
So there you go.
All right, I'll plug that in
at
the end.
What are they gonna do?
That's so right. But yeah, guys, follow me, Bianca Rogue, on Twitter, and your Twitter is Steven Smith Says.
Yes, Steven Smith Says. Yes.
Yeah, definitely follow him.
I don't tweet as much because I find myself off Twitter more than on of late. Yeah.
Is there a reason why for that?
Yes. Yes. The most recent election kind of. I had to stop.
That makes sense.
Had to stop.
Yeah. No, I guess definitely gets overwhelming.
As my therapist said, bad for your heart. You should stay off it. You're getting too upset.
Gotcha.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I am. So I had to chill out.
Yeah, you listen to your therapist. I mean, you're
I
paying him or her a lot of money.
Yes,
so.
yes, I do. I have a he, although one of my dearest friends has a her, and that's fine. But I'm a big espouser of the therapy world. Big fan.
Nice.
Got to take care of your head, man. If you're gonna pay a physical trainer, you gotta have a mental one.
So true. All right, guys. So we are going to get into This Week in History. A lot of interesting things happened throughout this week. On July 16, 2004, the iconic Martha Stewart was sentenced to 5 months in prison.
She is one of the toughest people. There was a gentleman who actually worked at Fuse for a little while. He worked for Martha Stewart. He's a big guy. He told me a story about how producing her that after a segment, she got angry and grabbed him by the throat and slammed him up against a wall.
Wow.
Because she's tough.
I could see that happening.
And there's part of me that goes, not mad at you for that. She's a former model. You ever see old photos of Martha Stewart? Yeah, you got a magic computer there. Look it up.
I look it up on my phone.
Martha Stewart was, if you want to be objective in your aesthetic viewings, everyone has different tastes, but Martha Stewart was,
like what kind of model? Like not like Victoria's Secret type
I don't know if Victoria's Secret was a secret then. I think it might have been Victoria's statement.
Got it.
I don't even know if Victoria was even keeping secrets. Right?
12 mind-blowingly gorgeous photos
for
Martha Stewart.
Man. Martha ain't
Look
playing.
at that. The more you know, people.
She's like, why am I not married right now? Because I don't have to be. She might be married. I have no idea.
I don't know either.
She might just be rolling in it,
I mean, I'm sure.
As the great Amy Schumer said, you can catch a D whenever she wants. You know what I mean? If that's how she rolls, I don't know. I don't want to assume.
I don't want to think about that. Okay,
People
moving
have
on.
their own proclivities. So eggnog baby, right? That's what you're talking about, really?
On July 17th, 2001, Craig David released his debut album, Born to Do It.
And apparently he's born to not be heard from in a few years. What the hell
this is
happened?
True. He went to the gym and got really buff.
And got hooked on the roids, huh?
Yeah, just did that fitness thing.
Like Timbaland did a couple years ago. Yeah.
It's not that cute.
He's got the juice.
Yeah.
Juiced it up. You got to be an addict one way or another, man. You might as well be a fitness one.
I mean, I think that's the healthier option, I guess.
I don't know. You can overdo it because eventually your body deflates and then it just sags like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just your body. It's like it's a balloon, man. Roids are or maybe you're just working out well, but it's that's how it works. The balloon has to deflate at some point. Yeah.
Getting very scientific here.
I don't know. I don't know if that's really science or speculation, but
Okay. On July 18th, 1992, the infamous Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, they got married.
They did.
Yes.
What's up with that?
That was a hot mess of an era.
Yeah.
And they divorced in 2007. So it lasted a fairly long time.
Yeah, I guess I heard that was his prerogative.
Yeah, it was.
Nice reference.
You're like the king of the references now. I got to set my game up here.
No, please. Please.
On July 19, 2005, Road Rules made its debut on MTV.
I so wanted to be on Road Rules.
It was a cool show.
It was a very cool show. And the first season, one of them is still very much in the news. Kit. She's on Access Hollywood, I think. She's one of the hosts. She was in the first season of Road Rules, I believe.
Access Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm learning so many things from you. I need to have you on here more often.
She was wonderful then. She's great now. Yeah, that was I always thought that would be fun. And I didn't know that I knew one of the editors on the show a million years ago. Nowadays you can do it with just your phone, but back then you had to sit on all this gear and ride around a van behind everything.
Like have actual setup.
I heard it was a death march, but good content.
Yeah.
And now
we're all about that hashtag content.
Now
you guys
it's
know.
everywhere. There's too much content. You can't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, that's my job to keep up with content.
Yeah, but it's too much. You can't keep up with everything. Are you really keeping an eye on what's on the PlayStation Network?
No, not that.
See what I'm saying?
But yeah.
Like when Facebook has their own content, you're gonna watch those shows too.
Oh no.
See, you can't. It's too much. It's too much.
Next up, on July 20th, 1972, Vitamin C was born.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a music exec now.
Yeah, I think she works for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah. Nickelodeon, who brought us the best shows. There's so many good shows on Nickelodeon.
Hey Arnold. That is
Hey Arnold,
my all-time
Avatar,
favorite show.
It's one of my favorites. Legend of Korra, which ended too soon. Are they the ones bringing back Young Justice, or am I making that up?
I don't think so. I think that's Cartoon Network
or
Boomerang. There's a lot of shows coming back.
Yeah.
Like Nickelodeon, they're bringing back. They're gonna release the Hey Arnold movie, the Jungle movie, later this year. They're having a Rocko's Modern Life TV special.
See, and everybody, the older you get, it all comes back.
Yeah, it all comes back.
Nothing new.
Yeah, even Invader Zim, they're bringing that back too as a remake. Yeah.
Show me a new idea, and I'll show you a producer that says, nah.
It's all about those remakes.
How about
people.
Another Marvel movie? And I'm a big comic nerd.
Are you over all them superhero
I'm not over them.
stuff?
I just someone smarter than me. I don't know who said it, but Dana Gould, who has a wonderful podcast, probably my favorite one. He's this comedian I enjoy. I think it might have been him who said it, but he said that the Marvel Comics movies are like the food at Disney World. It's not great. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But it's good enough for everybody to enjoy.
Okay. I would attribute that to DC.
I don't watch the DC movies because I think it's... I'm going to see Wonder Woman. I'm excited about that. But everything else, I don't like what Zack Snyder has done. And I liked 300, but 300 is everything that the comic book was.
Got it.
Because Frank Miller kind of did a hard right turn, in his life, and that comic is very bro.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Zack Snyder did. I did not enjoy what he did with Watchmen, and I went to a pre-screening of it where they had costumes and he did a talk and we got to ask questions, and it was, I don't know, I haven't seen any of the movies.
Oh, so you didn't watch Suicide Squad?
No.
Okay.
No.
You didn't miss out on anything.
I heard.
Yeah.
And that disappoints me because I want people to go, you know what, you were wrong in your assumption, because assume makes an ass out of Hume.
Yes.
And we don't ever want to be Hume.
Definitely not. That's not a good look.
Did you like Suicide Squad?
No, I did not.
No. What about it when they re-released it with all the extra Joker and Harlequin stuff?
I didn't even bother seeing that. Yeah. It's just a disappointment because I wanted more Joker in the original Suicide Squad movie, but it's just
when
so
I saw
corny.
the picture of the Joker with tattoos. Now there was an idea that I liked, and it was a fan theory floating around, which they put the kibosh on, which would have been great. It would have made me care more. Was that the Joker, the reason Batman is now a gun-toting madman, which is shit. Sorry.
No, you curse. You curse, yeah.
Is that one of the theories was that he had killed the Joker or beat him so bad that he almost killed him, and that the Joker didn't kill Robin, he beat him, and that Jared Leto's Joker was Robin because he has a Robin tattoo on his arm. It's a bird tattoo. And that's why it says damaged and all this kind of stuff, and his teeth are all jacked up. And so I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
If they do that, I'll be kind of into it. But then they said no, and then you're like,
they just toss it out.
That's a drag. I don't know. It's interesting. I liked Ant-Man, but I would have loved to have seen what Edgar Wright would have done with it.
I never watched Ant-Man.
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm still getting into the comic book world, superhero world.
Yeah. See, that's I love comics. I always have. So now it's culture is caught up with what all the nerds liked when we were kids.
Yeah.
And now it's everywhere.
It's more mainstream.
Well, it's everywhere. Well, technology caught up.
That's true.
So I watch all the CW shows. I don't watch Arrow though, which is the best one.
You watch was it Supergirl?
I like Supergirl.
Yeah.
Not the best one, but I like it. It's a lot of fun.
What would you recommend me watching?
Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Because it's pure fun, pure silly.
All right.
And very fun. Because you'll watch it and you'll be like, what? That's silly. And it's good. It's camp. That's what I would recommend. And then I haven't watched American Gods yet, but I've heard that's not Superhero. It was a book. What am I talking about? That's Neil Gaiman, which made me think of it. But anyway, I digress.
Okay.
So, like, what do you think? Like, was it a lot of eggnog, or like, what do you think your parents were like?
Okay, so we're gonna go to the nostalgic news segment. First up, the cast of Jersey Shore, they announced that they're gonna have a reunion special.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Is there something lower than apathy?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean, what? Sure, go do your thing. I ain't mad at you. I don't have to be a fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jersey Shore. It was like one of those guilty pleasure shows that you watched.
I just can't support that kind of behavior. It's not like people I would hang out with, you know?
No.
It's not
it's one of those things like you watch it. Some people just like hate watched it.
Yeah.
Or or you just like watch to make fun of them.
I'm not into. Well, see, it was making fun of them. It was originally called sadly a slang term for Italian people, which is a fact. And then they changed the name to Jersey Shore.
Oh.
And it's appalling, but there's a need out there.
It's very stereotypical Joyzy.
Yeah, which is sad. And none of them were from Jersey.
I think like only 2 out of the cast were original. Yeah. The Pauly D.
No.
One of the girls?
No, it was a guy.
Vinny?
I think it was Vinny.
Vinny is like the cool one.
I think I met Vinny. I think I went to his house and shot something there for a channel. I can't remember what it was. Oh, you know, I think I was working somewhere else. But anyway, buckets of don't care on my part.
I mean, I'll probably tune in just because I'm a very curious person. Yes. So we'll see how they plan to mess that up. All right, next up, Aladdin. They finally found their stars. There was a thing going around where Disney was reportedly struggling to find their Aladdin lead. And now they finally cast people.
They found Aladdin and Jasmine.
Yeah. So it's going to be a young actor named Mena Massoud. And then Jasmine will be played by Naomi Scott.
Yeah. Now, do you like these? Do you like the live action Disney stuff?
I'm very tired of it. I mean, I would say I do
2.
like...
No, 3.
I mean, I'm tired of the announcements. Like, there's just been so many.
Well, everything's a franchise now. This is it.
Yeah, this is true. This is like the new wave.
This is life now.
It's very annoying. I mean, it keeps me in business because I'm about nostalgia and I talk about this every single week. But I love the Jungle Book live action movie. That was beautiful.
You like that?
Yeah.
Why? What made
it
you
was
like
very
it?
Majestic, and I feel like the way that Favreau directed it, I love how he made the animals come to life, and I love them. I mean, I love Jungle Book in general.
I like Jungle Book.
Yeah. Wait,
did you ever read the original Jungle Book?
No.
You know how it ends, right?
No.
So he goes to the village.
Scared.
He goes to the village, doesn't like it, goes and gets Hatha, the colonel of the elephants, and they kill everyone in the village.
This is actually true.
This is what happens in Rudyard Kipling's book.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, thanks for ruining my childhood.
No, I didn't ruin it. Yeah. That was there before your childhood.
This is true.
Then they made the book and they put the cartoon, they put the Beatles in it. Now there's a great version of The Jungle Book by Chuck Jones. You can probably find that on YouTube. It's very cool.
Okay.
And a lot of the other stories that Rudyard Kipling wrote. I wasn't a big fan of kids. So I did not like the live action Jungle Book. I thought it was gratuitous. I thought having Shere Khan take out all the wolves was dumb. I liked the one with Jason Scott Lee and Carrie Elwes much better. And I think Lena Headey, I think Queen Cersei was in it. Let's look that up on our magic phones.
Let's
see who can do it faster. Who can IMDb faster?
Gosh, why is my phone lagging?
Jason, I guess it's going to be you since you have the Wi-Fi password here, and I am but a visitor.
When did this happen?
Jungle Book with Jason Scott. It was basically Jungle Book 2.
What year was this?
This was
1994. This one?
I believe it was 94. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jason Scott.
Jason Scott Lee.
Yeah.
Was it Lena Headey?
Yeah, it was.
Holy crap! Look at me.
Boom.
What do I win? Judges? Nothing. Who cares?
Nothing. Sorry.
That's all right. She's like all tatted up and awesome. You know that?
No.
Yeah, Cersei.
Okay.
Cersei don't play. Yeah, I like that better than the Favreau one, and it's what would happen to Mowgli later in life.
Okay.
When he's older. Check it out.
So I have to watch this now.
You should watch it. You should
very
watch it now.
Intrigued.
We'll wait.
No, I have work to do after this. So
this is work. This is awesome.
But are you like excited for like the other live action movies? Like Aladdin was just announced. The Lion King one is coming in 2019, I believe.
I am not like anything.
Why not?
Because I am something. No, the live action stuff does not intrigue me, because it was chosen to be animated for a reason, and this is just cashing in to me.
That's a good point.
That's all it is. It's just cashing in. It's just that it's a lack of ideas and original thought. And yes, everything's been done before, and everything is based on something, and everything is a homage. But I don't need to see James Earl Jones as Mufasa again.
That's a good point.
I have children, and I watch The Lion Guard, which is fairly cool.
The Lion Guard?
Oh, The Lion Guard. Oh, yeah. Simba's kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. You got to step it up, man.
Seriously,
you got to dial it back. You got to see what the kids. You got to see what the kids are watching. And by kids, I mean under 10.
Okay.
That's what's next. But yeah, no, I don't care about the live action stuff.
Well, if you guys care about it, there's going to be a Dumbo live action remake.
Here's my problem with Dumbo. Dumbo is a giant bucket of sad and racism.
Yes.
So you've seen Dumbo.
I've seen it many times.
It's
very heartbreaking.
It's very heartbreaking, and here's why Dumbo is awful. One, as you well know, the crows.
Yes.
Just punch us in the face, Walt.
Super racist.
You know.
Yes.
And it's like more racist than the parts taken out of Fantasia. You ever seen that?
No, I have never seen Fantasia actually.
Check out Fantasia and then see what they took out. Yes. Culturally,
Learning
you're going to be
so much.
Culturally, you're going to be appalled. Well, Disney in general. I mean, every time you see Mickey Mouse, it's a racist throwback because of the gloves.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know why?
It's what they like the performers used to wear.
Minstrel show. Minstrel show wore the white gloves. Bugs Bunny, everybody, they're wearing these gloves. And you're like, it's still no one ever took the gloves off. It's interesting. So and I'm a big Disney fan. I like all this stuff. I want to sound like like I said, like the country. You got to know the truth before you can say you love it.
Very true.
But Dumbo. A friend of mine summed it up much smarter than I did.
There's a lot of noises happening in this room.
Oh, you know what it is? It's the Red Bull machine.
Oh, right that's me. What that is.
Besterday, sponsored by Red Bull.
I wish.
You could make that happen here now at Fuse. You could definitely work that out.
Okay.
The thing about this friend of mine told me that his daughter was 3, maybe 4 at the time, so they were getting ready to go to Disney World for the first time.
Yeah.
And he wanted her to watch some Disney movies, so they chose a whole bunch, and one of them was Dumbo. And he's very, very smart man. And he said that the next day he went, "You ever seen Dumbo?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Me too." You know how long Dumbo is? I said, "How long?" 50 minutes. Oh, yeah. You know when he flies? Went, minute 49. Minute 49. Other than that, it is racism and child abuse and animal abuse.
Oh, my God.
That's Dumbo.
The truth.
The end. So if Tim Burton wants to make that into a feature film, go nuts.
No, this sounds actually scary the way... Oh, okay. I'm like having second thoughts about this.
It's like they pulled Song of the South for a reason. Lord.
Oh, gosh.
What's next, Bianca?
Next is, I think this would be a little bit more up your alley.
Can I talk more shit on stuff? Oh, my God.
No, I love it.
Disney's going to hate me.
Okay, so Dashboard Confessional and the All-American Rejects are going on tour the end of this year.
Yeah.
And it's in celebration of their tour, they covered each other's songs.
They should. They're both great bands and great people.
I love them.
Have you seen them live before? Both of them?
No.
They're wonderful.
There's so many bands that I haven't seen live that I missed.
You're
out
young.
on.
You'll get there. It's okay.
I know.
It's not a contest.
Well, yeah, we'll see if they're still together.
Who would you see? Who's your favorite band?
Well, I've seen my favorite band live, Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, you've seen Arctic Monkeys?
Yeah, I've seen them live 3 times.
Wow. It's a modern statement to say Arctic Monkeys is your favorite band.
Yeah, I love them. And I also love, like old school band.
What's
like
that mean?
Led Zeppelin.
Old school? Oh, really? You like Led Zeppelin?
Love Led Zeppelin.
Oh, wow. Why?
Yeah. Because I love blues rock. And I
listen to the band that robbed the most of it. That's very smart. Okay. Why not?
Because when I was younger, like my mom, she used to listen to like a lot of country and blues, and I got like an affinity for that. And yeah, I just went to the straight white guys who took that sound.
Shake it. Take it.
But I do love All American Rejects too. They're actually
great.
coming into the office in 2 weeks for an interview. Yeah, I'm
awesome
so
dudes.
excited.
All of them are awesome.
Yeah.
And Tyson could not be cooler. Nick could not be cooler. They all could not be cooler.
Yeah.
They're just
so excited for them to come in. I'm going to try hard not to fangirl.
No.
But
They're good.
I feel like it's weird because like just me, I'm trying to be a professional. Like I don't want to.
No, you just say, hey, big fan. I like your music. That's it. Thanks for your stuff.
Yeah.
Keep making it. That's it.
Good advice.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
you can fangirl out. What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
All the time. There's a story. I can't remember who told this story. God, all I am is an amalgamation of stories. But it was someone saying they flipped out when they met McCartney. Mm-hmm. And I mean Paul McCartney.
Yes.
As opposed to Irving.
Are there other McCartney? Okay.
Or Lois McCartney. Well, there's Stella McCartney, his daughter.
Oh, true. Great fashion designer.
They said he flipped out, and he was like, "It's okay. I know how you feel. I get that way when I meet one of the Everly brothers." Because everyone's got.
Yeah.
I actually saw the Everly brothers, which is fun, and they're going throwback. Good heavens.
Wow. But yeah.
So we're talking about All American Rejects.
All American Rejects. Yeah.
Is Dashboard coming in? Is Chris coming in?
No, I think we did something with them last year with Chris. We interviewed him at one of
the greatest
festivals.
One of the greatest, nicest, most genuine.
I never personally met him, but judging from the interviews, like he seemed really cool.
Beyond. He's very nice. And then he's got like a country-ish project, Twin Forks. No, Twin Forks is Twilight series. Two Forks. Something. Oh, damn it.
Something with forks.
Yeah.
Something with utensils. But
yes. Not spoons. Not Spoon.
No,
who's also
forks.
a good band.
Yeah.
But
Dashboard Confessional, so they did a cover of Move Along.
Oh, nice.
And then All American Rejects, they did a cover of Hands Down.
Oh, that's a great song.
So yeah. And
I actually know the young lady who Hands Down is about.
Ooh, wait,
yes.
can you say what?
Yes.
No,
divulge? I can't. I shouldn't.
Okay.
But they were an item, and he wrote the song about her, which is pretty cool.
Good to know.
I saw him play that at Madison Square Garden, I think.
Nice. But
so
All American Rejects, they made it into more of like a electronic like slow jam type of song, which is really cool. So yeah, I like the covers. And if you guys want to see them live, they're gonna start their tour on. They actually started July 17th, so they're on the road right now.
Oh, that should be fun. That should be a fun tour.
Awesome. All right, so next up, we're gonna go into more like gaming news now. Atari, they announced their new gaming console.
It's got wood on it.
Yeah, their first console in 24 years.
Yes.
Which is wild.
Because they went bankrupt and somebody else bought them.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yes.
It's going to be such a dark podcast.
That's not dark.
That's so sad.
No. Bankrupt means that, you said, hey, I need some help.
Yeah.
And we're going to, cover your debts for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not all doom and gloom.
No, it's not doom and
gloom.
But
yeah. But it's called the Atari
It's a very
box.
important person in the White House who made a living off that.
That's very true.
Not stating a position, just stating facts.
No, I love your facts. They're well needed, definitely. But it's called the Atari box, and it's going to be similar to Nintendo's. Do you know the NES Classic?
Yes.
That came out last year? Yeah.
You're going to stick all the games in it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they'll have the cartridges, and they could also play like the
played
classic.
That, though.
Nah, I wasn't born in the Atari.
That
was like in the 70s.
Yeah, 70s, 80s, yeah. And so you're Game Boy generation.
For sure. Game Boy, Nintendo 64.
Yeah, 64.
Yeah, Sega
Super
Dreamcast.
Nintendo.
Yeah, that was my generation.
There you go.
I'm not too familiar with Atari.
Atari was fun. That was where it started. One button, joystick. That's where the word came from. Stick of joy.
But yeah, they haven't released like any other specs, like the price points, release dates, or anything, but it's pretty much similar to what the NES Classic did. So
why not?
Yeah. And lastly, in nostalgic news, Rugrats is going to be turning to a comic book series.
Oh, cool. Who's putting it out?
It's going to be Nickelodeon partnered with Boom Studios for it.
Great.
Yeah.
Boom's got some great comics. That's very cool.
Yeah, so that's going to be coming out on sometime in October.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So yeah, Boom Studios, they've done a lot of like renditions. I mean, I'm sure you know of like classic shows like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Donald Duck, Planet of the Apes, RoboCop, etc., etc.
They did a great series called Irredeemable by Mark Waid that I highly recommend. And then Irredeemable, and then what was the other one? It was connected to it. It was basically the idea of what if Superman went bad.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And it did not end well for the planet.
Okay. I'm taking notes of like everything that you're telling me.
Oh, no.
Mentally.
No.
So many cool tidbits happening.
It would not help you in life.
I mean, you seem fairly well off, so I'm sure.
No.
You sure?
No. I get everything from the library.
Library? People still go to libraries?
Oh, my gosh. There are library apps.
Oh. See, yeah, I think that's like...
It is wonderful.
More generational, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You can listen to records on the library. Just listen to an amazing band and their albums at the library. And I was like, I just heard of the band, and I had the app, and I was like, I will listen to their album from the library. The library bought it. They're sharing it with me.
Look
it's
at
a
that.
Weird thing. The Regrets. You listen to them?
No.
Regrettetts.
I haven't heard of the Regrets.
They are amazing, and they are 10 years younger than you are.
Oh, wow.
They are phenomenal. They're playing
That's
Riot
cool.
Fest. They are exceptional. I could not recommend them higher.
Okay.
Not recommend them higher.
All right. Definitely keep that in mind because I feel like you have decent taste.
We'll see.
Yeah. But were you a fan of the Rugrats?
No.
No? Why not?
No, I just never watched it.
Okay.
I'm a little older.
I mean, you said you liked older Nickelodeon shows.
I do.
But not Rugrats.
I didn't. I didn't. It wasn't my thing. It was like, what years was that?
That was 96. No, 91.
91.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was in college.
Oh, yeah. That would have been weird.
I was watching one cartoon in college, and that was Batman the Animated Series. And that's where Harlequin first came out. She was not in the comic. She was created for the animated show.
For the show. Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Love the Warner Brothers animation stuff is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it is, I'm not alone in my statement, but it is so much better, more cohesive than the live action movies. Their direct-to-DVD stuff is fantastic, and I've even done some work for them, so I don't want to think I'm like endorsing something that I've done, because I watched them prior to that. They are glorious. Check them all out.
Okay, I definitely will.
Oh yeah, Justice League Dark just came out. Teen Titans Judas Contract just came out.
I loved Teen Titans when I was younger.
They just released a collection of the Vixen shorts. If you know the heroine Vixen, she's on Legends of Tomorrow. Well, an incarnation of her. But I've got to tell you right now, all the stuff I'm talking about, if you're a dude, I mean, it's the easiest way to meet girls. If you're into girls, like you just start talking about this stuff, and underwear will get thrown at you.
There you go. Steven is giving you guys prestige dating advice.
Seriously, listen to me. Telling you right now, my wife is so into all of this. She loves every second of it. And loves all the comic books in the house. And oh wait, no, they're not allowed in the house.
Wait, why not?
Right. There's too many.
Oh, okay.
Too many. Pick a number, and there's more than that. There's too many.
Do you have like your own storage?
I do. It's literally a storage room.
Wow. That is intense.
I'm a nerd. Nerd.
We already knew that.
That's all right. Nerds are cool now.
Yeah, you guys are in fashion.
We run this town.
Oh, man. Okay, guys, so we're going to dive deep into best of 2007.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Fuse, we just published a poll that is called Who Owned 2007, a throwback throwdown featuring all your favorite artists.
Man.
So definitely vote on that. So
we don't have the results yet?
Not yet. It literally just started.
Oh, my heavens.
So, yeah, it's going to be, I think, about like a 5-week thing. So it's going to take a little while. So should be fun to see who wins. But let's dive into our favorite albums from this era.
Okay.
I have a lot.
You do have a lot. This list is insane.
Yes. I think 2007 was a fun year for just, I think, with pop music.
You missed a lot, but you have a lot of good ones.
Well, you could tell me like what I missed.
You missed some fun stuff.
Okay.
Are you big? Arctic Monkeys' favorite band? You a big Block Party fan?
I like Block Party. I wouldn't say like I'm huge. It's all these noises.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
It's a podcast. It's fine. This is fun. We're not pulling anybody out of a fire.
This is true.
We're not curing cancer. This is fun. People are enjoying it.
But
and
in
fact, if we are curing cancer, good for us.
Yeah.
A Weekend in the City. Did you listen to that record, Block Party? I think it was the second or third record. I'm not sure.
No.
They had a song we used to play called I Still Remember. It's catchy as all hell. I just love them.
All right. So that was like one of your favorite records from
It was
that
one
year.
of my favorite records. There was just a lot of solid records that came out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
2007.
Arctic Monkeys. I love Favorite Worst Nightmare. I actually did a Besterday podcast dedicated to that entire album.
Oh yeah, good for you.
Because it turned 10 years old, so I did that.
2007 was a big year. Dinosaur Jr. did their first album with the original lineup in a long time called Beyond. If you ever listened to Dinosaur Jr. No,
no, I haven't.
I'm
looking at you with big eyes, like nope.
No idea.
No idea what you're talking about.
Have you ever heard of a band called Nirvana?
I guess.
Okay, this was the band Nirvana went. We want to do that.
Oh, see, I love Nirvana.
Them and the Pixies.
So. Okay. What else did you like?
Let's see in that year.
Okay, I love Hilary Duff's Dignity. That is one of the most underrated albums in pop for the last 10 years.
I can't opine because I have not heard it.
Okay, I'm a big pop girl, so I could attest to that.
That's all right. Against Me, New Wave came out that year.
Okay.
It's an exceptional record.
I never listened to Against Me. We write about the band a lot because Fuse, rock. But
Against Me that's a great record.
Okay,
very good record. And I think if I am correct, let me see. Check out my iTunes here.
Look it up.
New Wave. Well, I should know it, but my brain is too full of more useless information. But New Wave. Let me see. Come on there, machine. All right, 2007, New Wave. Oh yeah, the song Ocean is on New Wave, and song Ocean is where she sings, "If I had been born a girl, my mom would have called me Laura."
Oh,
years prior to that. So yeah,
that's a huge revelation.
I've read Laura's book, and it's fantastic. I love Against Me. Their past two records have been beyond.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So Pop, here you go. Graduation, Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye.
That came out.
Yes, that was a huge record.
I'm a big Kanye fan.
Yeah, I call him. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know I call him my estranged father because I was.
He likes eggnog.
Yeah, he does. But
yeah, you know that for sure.
I would say yes.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I think he's drank too much of it.
I was a huge fan of him when he first came out with College Dropout 2004, and just his recent statements about your president. It's not my president, and just things that he's done is just very stupid. And I don't know. I see him in a different light now.
Oh, well, it's his head. I like him. I remember seeing him to date myself. I went to see Talib Kweli at SOBs here in the
Where
Manhattan.
is he been?
He's still doing records. And he performed, and Mos Def came out, and they did a whole Black Star set.
Oh, that's so awesome.
So everyone was flipping out, myself included. And Talib said, "Hey, I'm going to bring out this young producer. It's going to be the next big thing." And out stomps Kanye.
Oh,
and said, "Here's a song I've been working on. And it was Jesus Walks."
Wow.
And everyone lost their mind, and he had the ego then. And I like my big stars crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only way they should be.
Yeah. I like him. I like him crazy. I don't like him violent. I don't like him misogynistic, which is the same thing. I like him crazy. And he's crazy. Crazy good. And then did you ever see that old, he was on Chappelle's show, and he was performing, I think it was Talib performing, and he was in the background singing, but he had the backpack on.
Yeah. Well, the backpack, he's wear the polo shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Backpack, the conscious strap. I go down. I like Pharoah Monch. I like the good of every genre.
Yeah. That's very fair.
Now, how about, so you like pop? How about this? 2007 is when Motion City Soundtrack, Even If It Kills Me, came out.
Yes. I was going to write that down, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
That was polarizing is the wrong term, but people it was their major label and it didn't knock people out as much as it should have.
Yeah, but how did you feel about that?
I liked it. We played a lot of it, and I like them. They are friends, and I'm proud to say that. But that record, it was interesting because I know people that were like, no. But then again, I've been that. I've been that when you dive up and you do that sort of thing. Is that major label? No, I'm paranoid that it's not. Now I'm paranoid it's my dinosaur life. This is how I roll. I said this is like, why didn't you clowns do this prep before?
No, that's the fun of it. Like, let's see.
Even if it kills me. 2007. Let's see if it tells me what label.
By Epitaph Records.
Oh, it's Epitaph.
Yeah, independent.
Oh, so it was their last. So I'm so sorry, gentlemen. Forgive me, fans. How dare I?
Oh, My Dinosaur Life was with Columbia.
My Dinosaur Life. See, that record, I do think is leaps and bounds better, but it's very hard. I can't write a song, you know. There are some wonderful songs on there. Hello Helicopter, Had to Be You. This Is For Real. There's a lot of great songs. It's a good record.
Okay.
Is it their best record? No. Is it a great record? Yes. So that's hard. It's hard to be objective.
That's fair. I dig it.
Who else? Now, you Radiohead fan? That came out. And Rainbows came out.
See, I obviously know of Radiohead, and I know like their big songs that everyone knows, but I don't really listen.
What's their big song that everyone knows?
Well, Creep. Like,
Creep, yes.
Everyone knows Creep.
Some people say they ripped off Creep from somebody else.
Wait.
Some people say.
From what?
You have to look that up on your own.
Okay.
On your own time. We're not going to waste people's time anymore with that. Because at the end of the day, who cares? But it's it's fun. This was the first Radiohead record in a long time I had liked, and it was the one where they said, "Just pay what you want," and I liked that. But I also liked the record. I thought they went kind of away with the King of Limbs and Amnesiac. I like Kid A. I love OK Computer and the Bends. Obviously, I saw the Bends tour. I saw them on that tour.
Oh, I actually saw Radiohead live for the first time at Lollapalooza last year.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
They were cool.
They're good.
Yeah.
They can play.
Yeah, I mean,
they can hold something that looks like it's just an antenna, and you're like, that's a good song.
Now they know what they're doing. But let's move on to some songs that we loved.
There's one record that you
what?
have not brought up.
What is it? What did I miss?
Because it's 2007. Paramore Riot.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. How did I forget Riot?
For this network.
Yes. That is like.
That's a big deal.
Epitome of the Fuse being.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Totally forgot about that.
Which segues into your next segment.
Misery Business.
Yes. Well, there's a better song on there.
Okay. Which one?
Oh, That's What You Get. Do you know why that's a better song?
Why? Fill me in.
I guess you didn't see that episode we did.
No.
No, that's okay. They did move our time slot around 2007. So why don't we put it on when kids aren't watching? No, they invited. I sing on that song.
Shut up! No, you didn't.
I sing back up on That's What You Get.
No, you don't. Do you really?
I'm in the gang vocals part. We went to the
studio. I'm gonna look up the credits.
Look it up. Look it up. I'm there. I'm on there. Yeah. Waste everyone's time by being on your phone looking up something that I already said was there.
Because I don't believe you.
What? I am hurt.
Well, how was it, interviewing Paramore?
Oh, it was great. I've been watching Haley since she was 14. And she's awesome. All of them are awesome. I couldn't be happier that Zach's back in the band because he was a wonderful person.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they sorted that out. But that's hard. That's hard to be that young and with all that going on and keep it straight. It's very difficult. There's two rules about a band, and one is show up for practice, and the other one is don't break up. But the Beatles were a 5-piece when they started, and Ringo wasn't in it. So
that's true.
There is evolution.
Yeah, so they don't have the credits on Wikipedia, so I'll do further research.
You should. You know what here's the research. Go buy a physical copy of the record and read the liner
notes. I don't do that anymore.
I know, you don't. Go to the library and check out the CD. Libraries are great.
That's just so old.
And look it up. No, libraries are wonderful. They are a proud proponent of our social democracy that tax dollars pay for, so that we may share knowledge with the community, and no one bitches about that, which is interesting.
That is. You bring up a lot of good points here.
Yeah, we do that for people that put out fires and people to arrest people for doing bad things. Some of those, that's hard. That's hard. There's some incongruity with that, but there's a lot of things that as citizens you pay for that you get, and other things that we don't pay for that I argue maybe we oughta.
Yeah.
There's these things called schools we pay for. Even people I know that don't have children have to pay for that.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
What
do you think? You think people without kids don't pay that tax?
Oh, I'd never thought about it, actually.
Yeah, you didn't think about it, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that fair?
No.
You know why? Because fair does not exist. There's no such thing as fair. Do you know how I know this?
How?
I have twins.
I feel like you should run for like mayor or something.
No, God,
like,
no.
You're just
you
very
need,
knowledgeable of the world.
Qualifications and a desire to. You need someone who is not crossed over from skepticism to cynicism like I have. What is the tattoo on your left inside bicep under the pit?
I can always forget the
Roman
date.
Numerals,
it is a Roman
because
numeral.
you are
It's so
Roman.
basic. December 7th, 2004. The date that I wrote my first poem.
Oh, you are a poet.
I was.
And you
for a
did
little
not
while.
know it.
Yeah.
But your feet show it.
Wow.
Because they're Longfellows.
Okay, stop it.
Get it? I'm a dad. I'm supposed to do that. But you did the inside of the arm trick.
Yeah.
That's good. But you're a woman, so you can take tattoos. I have very few tattoos, and I wept through all of them. So.
Really?
Yes. Oh,
none of them
aside
hurt.
from being essentially stupid, boys can't take pain. And I mean that any boy
both
out there.
Emotional and physical.
Emotional. But here's the thing, and I say this to I have twin daughters. And I say this to them all the time. I say, remember, boys are stupid.
Yeah.
But the flip side is, and this is a fact, I'm not being rude, I'm not being gender specific, girls are crazy. And I mean this nicely because they are crazy to each other.
Oh, for sure.
Boys are just like, ow, why'd you hit me? I don't know. All right.
Just move on.
And girls are just like, you put those shoes on, huh? You like them? Yeah. What the fuck does that mean? Like, I've seen it. I used to be a teacher. I have twins, and I see them mess with each other already. I have 2 little girls. I'm also married to a woman, so I know. Again, I'm stating facts. Boys are stupid. Girls are crazy. And if you have facts to say I'm wrong, you're wrong. Because history will stand.
Very true.
Anyway, what's next? 2007.
Some songs. So we'd already talked about Misery Business.
Oh, we did talk about Misery
That was
Business.
a jam.
Well, we talked about That's What You Get. That's a good song.
Yeah,
Not the best song on that record, but it's a good song on that record.
There's a lot of good pop songs, which I loved, like Fergie's Glamorous.
Oh, Fergie's Glamorous.
Yeah. Rihanna's Umbrella.
Umbrella's a good song.
Yes.
It's Rihanna, by the way.
It is. Well, yeah.
It is for a fact Rihanna.
I say Rihanna.
You do, and you're wrong. And
I'm actually part of the Rihanna Navy.
You should be.
Officially.
You should be.
So.
I love Rihanna because she has no qualms about not writing a thing, picks great songs, great producers, and has 0 fucks to give.
Not at all. Not a single
love her.
one.
Not one.
Yeah.
She's like, I know where I am.
I
know who I am. I know what I do, and I'm great at it, and could not care less. I think she's awesome.
Queen. What else?
I also like Queen.
Yeah. Plain White Tees, Here There Delilah.
That's a good song.
I love that song.
They I bet they're sick of playing it, but they're lovely people. Great guys out of Chicago.
Yeah. You know a lot of people.
I did. Well, I used to do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun.
It's very cool.
Trade it for a second. And I know what's on your mind. Who was a D-bag? Like, who was awful? That's what everybody wants to know.
Who was like the biggest diva?
Nobody.
You cannot say.
No, everybody's cool.
Yeah.
I've only had 2 awkward moments, and they were just awkward. It had nothing to do with me. You know, it just is. Everybody's got a bad day. So I don't begrudge anyone, because what you're asking someone to do is weird. It has nothing to do with what their art is, and they don't have to talk to you.
That's
and
true.
if they don't want to, it's nothing personal. It just has nothing to do with anything they are. So when people show up and if they were in a mood, I would say, well, don't. It won't hurt my feelings. This is my job. I have to do it.
It's like, end of the day, they're still human. So
yeah, they're people, and everybody's got shitty days. I'll tell. Here's a story.
Yes, I love stories.
I know you love this band, and I love them. I was never even a fan of the music. They have good songs. Maroon 5.
Oh wow! I was a fan of Maroon 5 like when they first started.
No,
not as much
weren't.
now.
When they were
like songs about Jane.
What were they called? What was the name of the band? Somebody's
what?
Flower Shop. There was a name before Maroon 5. Before they were Maroon 5, they played all around L.A. And it was Edna's Flower Shop or something like that.
It's a strange.
But no, I'm thinking Edna's Goldfish. That's a ska band. But it's the greatest people.
Kara's Flowers.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could not be cooler. Could not be cooler. Adam and James just could not be more wonderful. But one time on a show in 2007, it was on Fuse called The Sauce. We were talking, and Adam was in a terrible mood.
Yeah.
Terrible mood. And I was like, okay, nothing to be done, you know? Whatever. Interview went ish. It just is.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a bad day. Didn't care. Did not care. A few months later, we were shooting in Sundance. And Maroon 5 was playing a Fuse party, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Adam, out of nowhere, comes up to me. And I'd only met him a couple times. Did not know me from Adam, but knew me then. I walked up and said, hey, man, last time I saw you, I had a really crappy day, and I was just an asshole on TV, and I'm really sorry.
Wow.
You should not have dealt with that. And I was like, your stock rose so much.
That is awesome.
Couldn't be cooler and have more integrity right now in my eyes, because you didn't have to do that. I didn't even think anything out of it. But you did, and that's cool. And I've never forgotten that.
I feel like a lot of artists now, they would never
It just depends on the person. There's a lot of people that don't do things like that. Most people are genuinely good based on the fact that we're all still here. You know what I mean? There are more good than bad. That's just how the world is. We just the bad sells stories.
Very true. Stories that I write about.
Yeah, there you go. No one gives two poops about the good.
No, unfortunately.
Jessica Alba started the Honest Tea Company and sells wonderful products and has made $1 gazillion, and I don't sell.
No.
You know what I mean?
Actually, I think I do own some Honest products.
You
like
should.
For my bathroom, like the cleaning supplies.
Yes, of course.
But were there any other songs that you love from 2007?
2007.
Yeah.
That was let's see. Duality by Bayside. That's a good song that came out. Walking Wounded in 2007.
Did you like The Bravery?
I do like The Bravery.
Yeah,
Sam Endicott, wonderful person.
Okay, yeah. Believe was my jam.
Believe came out. I once saw Sam walking out of a nail salon in the East Village.
Oh.
Came out fresh as a daisy. Sure, his nails were exquisite. Super wonderful person. They're a great live band. Bravery, great live band. I saw them with Ted Leo and the Libertines.
Oh, love Libertines, and I love Baby Shambles too.
Yes, you do. You're the one.
Yes.
Did you like Dirty Pretty Things?
I know of them. I never listened to their music.
Show. They played live. They came. They came to the Fuse and they played. They couldn't have been cooler. I'm a giant Ted Leo fan, so that's why I went to the show. Actually, I think I hosted the show. It's a weird. Forgot about that. Oh well, that was.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish like I was a little older enough to be in that era of Fuse, like when, because like it would be so cool to like meet all those bands like during that time period.
It was a moment in time.
Yeah.
It was just everybody's got their moment. You know, everybody's got their thing. There's people older than me who were like, oh man, no way, dude. It was MTV back then. And I'm like, yeah, everybody's got their thing, and it's completely valid and worthwhile, because everything comes in, I think, series of 4 and 5 years. That was my knuckles cracking.
Yeah.
You know, you got high school for 4 years, you got college from 4 to 5, whatever you need, and it's a lot of growth. And the reason you love the bands you love is because your ears hadn't been on the planet that long. And then the older you get, you don't stop loving those bands, but you don't have a need for newer things, you know?
That's true.
I'm not, my finger's not on any pulse anymore. And Patton Oswalt said it best. There's music I like and music I don't care about. And I don't mean that as like, oh, screw them. It's just like, I don't hate it. That's their thing.
Well, I'm different because like my job to be in the know.
I had that job too.
Yeah. But I feel like if I wasn't, I wouldn't be as like intently like researching as much as I do now.
Yeah, but it's fun when you find something you love, right? I just heard a band that I'd never heard of before. They're out of Australia, and there's something about them, and I'm like, keep going back to them.
Remember the name?
Not the Regrets. That's an American band who again are phenomenal. They're called Gang of Youths, and they're out of Australia, and they're just good. They're like this. I don't know how to describe them. Very talented, good players. I don't know. It's almost they've got like a poppy, Radioheady Gaslight feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sounds cool.
But like it's very cool.
Yeah.
They are very cool. I don't know. I have to check. I have to listen more.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
That's not 2007. We're not talking about that.
I mean, you could still talk about you want, but we're still.
Maybe. Is that everybody still listening? What time are we at? 55 minutes. Sweet.
Let's just
mother
keep
of all that's holy.
Keep talking.
We'll see.
Were there any like favorite artists from that year that you loved?
Dropkick Murphys.
Okay.
Always. Wonderful people, wonderful band. Motion City, as always. Once in the Night Away by the Shins came out that year. That was kind of a big breakthrough for them. Again, Against Me. I was a big fan of, and still am, Flight of the Conchords.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
And their EP came out that year, and I listened to it. Queens of the Stone Age, Era Vulgaris came out, and that's a record that people are kind of going back now as like kind of a pinnacle of Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
That didn't get the credit it was due at the time of such a thing.
Cool.
Circus Survive. Always a fan. On Letting
Go.
The wonderful Circus Survive. The beautiful and talented Anthony Green.
Yeah, he came to our office last year. He's such a sweetheart.
Oh my God, he's the greatest.
So cool. And I loved Good Charlotte. I mean, I still love Good Charlotte.
Oh, great.
But people. Yeah, they came out with Good Morning Revival that year.
Yeah. I think. No, that wasn't the show. I saw a show with Good Charlotte where Derek Grant from Alkaline Trio was playing drums. Because they've never been able to hold on to a drummer. But now I think Dean Butterworth is their drummer, who's been playing for a while. I think he played with Morrissey. I could be wrong. Anyway. What else? What
else is happening? Okay, actually, let's just discuss some major pop moments that happened in 2007.
Major pop moments of 2007.
Yeah. Outkast went on hiatus. That was
what else are they supposed to do? Like what else could they have done? Seriously, what else could Outkast have done that they hadn't done?
No, that's true.
They changed the face of hip hop. They've covered
all platforms.
They did everything.
Yeah.
They said, let's make a hip hop record and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want.
It's true.
Did you ever see the Key and Peele sketch about Outkast?
No.
Okay, everyone, go watch it right now. We'll wait.
Okay. The iPhone made its debut.
It did.
Yeah, 2007.
It did and piss me off because it was
Why?
only with AT&T. Because
wasn't it Singular during that time? It wasn't AT&T yet.
No, it was AT&T.
Oh, okay.
Because I want calls to go through.
Oh yeah, I guess that's important.
I mean, if you're into having a cool phone, have one that functions.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I had to get a freaking BlackBerry Storm, like a tool.
Ugh.
Yeah, awful.
Such a douchey phone.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, she had her unfortunate breakdown 2007.
Yeah,
shaved head.
Yeah, it happens. It's hard, man. It's hard.
No
one helps you. You know, it all comes down to parents. And we had Daniel Radcliffe come by a bunch to the point where he'd be like, "Hi, Stephen." I'd be like, "Hi."
Yeah, I think we actually published one of your videos with him.
Oh, maybe
on the site. Yeah.
Yeah, his parents handle his career. Handled. I don't know if they still do. And he's so grounded. Couldn't be more grounded. Couldn't have been more grounded then. And it boils down to that.
Yeah.
And then
you need to have a good foundation, definitely.
You got to have it. And a lot of people don't have it and they don't know how to do it. It's like when it hits you overnight. Doesn't feel like overnight, but when it does, you don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I feel for Britney. I don't feel like she ever had a chance.
Oh, definitely not. But yeah, I still love her though. Blackout is actually one of my favorite albums.
Really?
Of that year and also throughout her discography.
Oh wow.
Yeah, huge Britney Spears fan.
Now, you say you like these artists and you're the big pop person. Do you delve? Do you see who wrote this? Who produced this? Who made this song?
I used to. Like I used to go in like deep dives like Max Martin's like
he's
extensive.
Everywhere. He's
yeah,
everywhere.
But now
boring.
Yeah, now I don't really do it as much as I used to.
You know the phrase change a word, get a third?
No.
You know what that means?
No.
It's a good one. So whenever they say, and I love Taylor Swift, so I'm not.
Oh, I don't.
Jamming on tea. But, Max Martin will write a song.
Yes.
And if she comes in and says, I want to change 2 lines. Okay. Well, you're now a songwriter. You don't have to do anything else.
Oh.
So change a word, get a third. You get a third of the royalties. And
got it. Okay.
Third of the rights and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh, that's what Beyonce does, I guess. No shade to Beyonce. I'm just saying.
I mean, how could you? If there were shade, would she care?
This is true, but
speaking of which, my wife had twins. Fuck off. Calm it down.
You heard it here first, people. Calm it down.
One of the I interviewed Destiny's Child.
What year was that? Do you remember?
This was Soldier Record.
Okay, that was 2005. No.
6.
I think it was
4?
2004. I just did an episode on Destiny's Child. How do I not remember this?
I don't know.
Literally did it 2 weeks ago.
That's okay. Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah, that was 2004. I was right. Yeah.
Super nice.
Cool.
I might not have asked. I think maybe I asked one question. I couldn't have been. There was a few other hosts at Fuse at the time. But she's divine. Nice. She's great.
Actually, let's talk more about you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Were there any artists, either from Daily Download or Steve's Untitled Rock Show, that you were too nervous to interview?
Yes, very much so. John Reese from Rocket from the Crypt, and also Drive Like Jehu and Hot Snakes. I have a Rocket from the Crypt tattoo on my arm. I was flipping out, and I was made fun of relentlessly because I had just interviewed Madonna.
Yeah, the Queen.
And was
Were you nervous about that?
Fine. No, because I love Madonna.
Okay.
And I've seen Madonna. She's wonderful. I know she can be ruthless. She does not suffer fools.
No.
But I had interviewed Eugene Hoots from Gogo Bordello, who I know is a friend of hers. So I opened with that. I said, hey, I just talked to Eugene not too long ago. She's like, oh my God, I love him. And then the interview was fine.
Yeah.
We opened a door. It was great.
Yes, I know you're an expert.
No. I like stuff and I remember stuff and just people's. But no, John was like a big deal to me because I'd gone to see his band a good 10 years straight. And I still go see his band. And I'm a huge fan, and I don't want to be a dummy, I don't want to be a tool. And I was a tool. I got the tattoo and had it taped and showed him the tape of it. That's how much of a nerd I was.
Wow. I'm sure he appreciated it.
On air. He did. But the funny thing about him is the tattoo is, they did this thing where if you got their logo tattooed, you got all their shows free. I got the tattoo years after they broke up. I was like, this is how much of a fan I am. I paid for every concert. And now they do reunion shows and no one gives a shit about the tattoo.
Oh, no.
But I still like it. I like mine.
I'm trying to think what else. So how was it interviewing Gerard Way?
He was exactly as you would expect.
Yeah.
One of the kindest, most sincere people.
Yeah, because I was actually asking people on Twitter, like, some of their favorite moments.
Asking people on Twitter?
Yeah, I have an influence. But someone remember when you were doing like makeup lessons with Gerard?
That was a famous one. We had our producer thought that would be very cool to do that. Because what my idea had to have been his, and the producer at the time, we did it and it was just fun. It's a very poignant moment because. I said, did you learn how to do this at clown college? He said, no, art college. And I said, same thing.
Wait, do you read his comics? Because he's coming out. Yeah.
I just read Cave Carson as a Cybernetic Eye.
Yeah, I never read his stuff, but
exceptional.
I want to.
Umbrella Academy is now going to be a series.
Yeah.
The first Umbrella Academy I adored. The second one didn't knock me out as much, but I really liked the Killers with the masks on. I love that band. I love My Chemical Romance. The Black Parade holds up very well. Three Cheers holds up very
definitely.
well. Brought You My Bullets is a good record. That brought him out. Killjoys did not knock me out as much as I wanted it to. I wish it did. I know the band kind of, it was like a comic book, which makes sense. And I enjoyed it. But my favorite song from that era is Every Snowflake's Different.
Oh, yes. I always talk about Fuse, but we actually wrote an article about that because they released like the original, like the studio version of it on Spotify like 2 days ago.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Like 2 days ago they did? Oh
now
my
it's
gosh.
on Spotify now.
I think I told that to Frankie when he came on my podcast. Because I know you guys are all listening to this before you do your podcast. Everyone has a podcast.
Yes.
Dana Gould said, paper, plastic, will you be on my podcast? Everybody has a podcast. But you probably have better sponsors than my podcast does. We are a cautionary tale in how not to do business because my podcast is fun. But it's a bunch of awesome goofballs.
Yeah. I think what else? Were there any like weird or like funny off-camera moments with the band that didn't make it to the show, but you remember?
Definitely. There's a very famous moment involving Fat Mike off camera, and it's not anywhere because I have the footage and I haven't released it yet.
Are you gonna drop that fire?
I don't know because I'm gonna say one word and you're gonna know what happened, and you're not gonna need to know any more information. The word is shart.
Got it.
So
boom.
That happened, and that was funny. And then with the Sauce, the show we did here, the live show, was downstairs, and Marilyn Manson was here. And he'd been on enough that I could walk in and just hang and chat for a bit. So I talked to him a number of times, and he said, "Would you like some absinthe?"
Oh,
and I went,
very casually.
Sure. And I've had absinthe before. It's not very tasty. I don't really like licorice, but I have had it. And this was his own brand, and he had mixed it, and it was delicious and like fruity. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good!" And he went, "It's refreshing, isn't it?" And then we left the green room to go upstairs, and I realized I was intoxicated. Heavily.
That is awesome.
Heavily intoxicated. And it was in a paper, it was in a Dixie cup, and I threw it in the trash, and I was like,
"Whoa!
I have to go on live television now and talk to this man."
Wait, how did you pull it together?
I don't recall, but during the interview, he referred to himself as Brian, and we talked about being Brian.
Yes.
And my boss at the time, who was still here at Fuse, he said that was the most amazing personal interview with Marilyn Manson. And I went, "I am rocked."
Just because of that freaking accent.
Right now. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not a heavy drinker. I've had my moments, but that was very, very odd. But that was very funny and happened off camera. Wow. Another thing happened on that show. Same boss who's here. He was doing a pre-interview for Henry Rollins, and I just told this story in another podcast. It's all I do now is podcast. I'm a professional podcast guest.
Love it.
Henry, when you do an interview on live television, live anything, you do a pre-interview.
Okay.
And usually in a green room, much like where we are now. And they're always more interesting than anything that ever is on camera.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which is actually the point, shameless plug, of our podcast, which is called Going Off Track, which is the writer of the Untitled Rock Show from back then, who's a rock journalist named Jonah Bear, who's awesome. He does more of the podcast than I do, but we created it. And it's get that feel of just talking to someone, not promoting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's the point. So you do a pre-interview with someone, you say, "Here are the questions," and they go, "Okay," so they're not throwing any curveballs, and you leave. Some people want the questions, some people don't, blah, blah, blah. So Henry Rollins is a very intense human being, still is, and I mean intense, not intense. He does not live out in the woods, but he used to live in a shed. True. So he was... my boss went in, and he came out and he shut the door and he went, "I don't know what I just did, but he ran his hand through his hair, and I need you to go in there and calm down Henry Rollins."
No.
And I went, "Fuck you." I don't ever want to hear that. But he and I are from the same county in Virginia.
Okay.
So I walked in and I literally was like, hey.
I'm like picturing this scenario in my head right now.
Church.
Yeah.
My buddy was like Ian Mackay's kid's nanny and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if Ian had his kid then, but like this is like we talked about a lot of things. And he's like, yes. And I could see him like slowly calming down.
Yeah.
And then he came on the sauce and talked about that Dinosaur Jr. record that
there you go.
I mentioned earlier. So that was a fun little. I'm sure there's many.
Yeah.
I remember when one of the Big Bang Theory people were here and what's his name? Galecki. He was down. He was just smoking like inside. I remember thinking that was weird. I'm like, no one told him not to.
Like cigarettes or
cigarettes?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, okay. I don't know if he smokes anymore, and it's his prerogative too. But I thought that was a bold move.
That is very bold.
I thought that was one of those someone tell me no moves. You know what I mean?
I dare you.
Like I want to see if you're gonna tell me no.
Like who has the guts
I always tell
for
people
that?
no. I'm like, come on, dude. That's gross. And now it's unacceptable if you smoke to not have it in a device that does not smell.
Exactly.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And my opinion is the one that matters.
Okay. All right. So what would you say? I know it's probably hard, but like your best interview or like top 3.
I have to say this one.
You're being nice, too nice.
Me interviewing
like
people?
interviewing someone. Like
Iggy Pop was one of my favorites because he was so kind and genuine that it threw me off and I forgot every question.
Wow.
And so we just talked. And there was another interview scheduled right behind us, and our 5-minute set went to 20. And we just talked. And we aired the whole thing. That was a lot of fun. That was a good interview. One of the first interviews we ever did on the Untitled Rock Show, and I'd been at Fuse for a while before that show came on the air, was me first in the Gimme Gimmes. Fat Mike from NoFX is in that band. And I made a very off-color joke, and he laughed himself silly. And that was not like my favorite interview, but it was like a fun moment because we actually became friends after that, which was nice. He's actually working on an amazing musical right now called Home Street Home that I don't have to plug it at all because it's still in process because musicals are, but he's worked very hard on it, and I think it's going to change things. We had Bad Brains on once, which kind of tripped me out. That was a hard interview because they don't need to do an interview. They don't need to suffer anyone. I got to interview the Beastie Boys, and now it's much more dope. It's much more poignant to me because not because I had met them, because I'd seen them a bunch, and you never think of yourselves as that's one of your favorite bands, and then I look back in my catalog and I'm like,
whoa.
I have every record and the EP. Like I don't think about it because it's like, well, it's Beastie Boys. Everybody loves Beastie Boys.
Yeah, exactly.
But I got to interview them, and I said it was at Bonnaroo, and Bonnaroo is a filthy festival, absolutely filthy.
I haven't been. I don't think I would want to go.
It's very muddy, and it's on a cow farm, so you're walking in shit.
I'd rather not do that. Yeah.
No offense to Bonnaroo, but I'm not a fan. And they're aware of that. But Beastie Boys played, and I said, "How do you guys handle a lot of the dirt and things?" Not a great question, but sometimes you have to ask things to keep things rolling. And MCA went, well, Beastie Boys are all about hygiene. I just
love it.
That just took me. It just was so wonderful. Patton Oswalt was a lot of fun because I'm a big nerd and he's a big nerd, and he actually talked about like every Green Lantern ring and color, and I was the only one laughing. That was a lot of fun. Marilyn Manson once hit me in the nuts with a microphone.
Like intentionally?
Yeah. Well, because he said something wrong, and I corrected him.
And he was not a fan of that.
He was not a fan of that, as anyone would be, but you can't let that go if you know something. He said he made a video, and it was the one time people sold a video, and people bought it. Okay. And I said, whatever, Madonna, because she did That Would Justify My Love years earlier, and then he hit me in the nuts with a microphone. Some say rightly so.
I could see why he would do that.
There's a lot of people that I just got to meet because we were fans, and it was just fun. of bands we used to have bands play, and I got to have bands that didn't quite go over play that I really enjoyed, like Jack's Mannequin, or Kill Hannah. Who else? The Explosion. Gosh, who were just reuniting and playing. And if you haven't listened to them and you like good punk, check out The Explosion. I don't know. It was just, there's, like I said, there's no reason for me not to. Everybody is cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was because I like to think we were cool.
Yeah, we were.
We were all just and still are just sincere fans who loved what we did, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's more, not rare now, but now it's more about like kissing ass and making traffic numbers. And so I feel like in your era it was a little bit more genuine than what I'm experiencing now with artists. But
it's a lot of clicks. It's a lot of how many Instagram hits do you have, how many used to be ratings, it used to be demos, it used to be heat, you know, and now it's and now there's two generations, and I'm on the other side, and I'm fine with it. But you know, there's your generation and the one coming up right after you absorb things in a different way. And I mean this nicely. There's still record stores. You can go to one. I'm not a proponent of vinyl. You know, you give me a good bit rate, it's going to sound the same. It also depends on your speakers. So anyone who's like, the warmness of vinyl can piss right off. You can tell
such a hipster thing to say.
You can't tell the difference, but like you can make a FLAC the same way, FLAC file, and you're fine.
Yeah.
It sounds fine. What are you listening to? It's like everyone who went crazy about, there's no more headphone jack. Oh my God. I'm like, what? Fine. Good. No, when's the last time that had been changed? Yeah, never. Change it. Make the audio better. Make it flow through the air. I'm digressing.
Seem very passionate about the subject.
I just don't like the thing I'm most passionate about, and this is, I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be funny, but I have a severe hatred of daylight saving.
Why is that?
It's the dumbest thing in the world. It is so incredibly stupid. Do you know how much money our country costs the airline industry and the rest of the world because we change the clocks twice a year? Like a,
I didn't even
like
put
a
that in
bag
perspective.
of tools we are.
Yeah.
Because I want to get up earlier. It's stupid. It's complete and utter idiocy. And if you want to go political, I don't care how much of a dipshit you are. If you're going to mandate, I'm going to change daylight saving. You have my vote. Unless you make fun of someone who's disabled or a Gold Star family, then I'm not going to do that because you're a bad person.
Definitely.
And I mean that about anyone, not just someone who was running for or maybe one office. You can't be. You can't do that and have character points. And if you vote for that, I hope you're aware of that person's character, even if the other person is self-serving. There's something to be said for integrity.
I totally agree with you.
In my opinion.
Yes.
And that's just my opinion. I'm espousing no one else's.
Yeah. You have your right to your opinion.
Right, Bianca?
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to get into the song of the week real quick.
Oh, my gosh.
Real quick.
Are you guys still listening?
We're still
it's
with
an hour 18.
Don't worry. I've had episodes that's ran over an hour. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're almost done.
You know, let's go through. Let's read all your reviews.
All right.
Let's read all of them right now.
I don't want to be interesting.
No, interesting is good.
No.
Just don't be insincere. That's
true.
The key.
No, I'm like super genuine.
And that's what you have to be. Don't worry about kissing ass.
Oh, no. It's funny because, like I said prior, I'm part of the Rihanna Navy, and people on Twitter tell me, like, thank you for not, for going against the grain and, like, telling the truth about stuff.
You should.
Like, when Rihanna didn't get nominated for Album of the Year, I took that to heart because I felt like she deserved it.
Sure.
And
everyone who worked on the record.
Exactly.
Her team.
Her whole team. Yes.
Unless you wrote and produced and distributed every damn
you're
thing.
Right. Her entire team.
There is a team to do it. And even if you wrote every damn song on the record, there's probably someone working the boards.
Oh,
There's
for
probably
sure.
a manager behind it. So it's a team. That's why the biggest joke of the Grammys is Best New Artist.
Mm.
And biggest joke is like, at the end of the day, and I've always felt this, it's we don't do it for the awards. Some people like to get awards, but it's just a club. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's just a club. It's like I don't watch the Oscars anymore because I don't see half the movies.
Exactly.
I love to see wins for a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, song is interesting
and
sometimes,
I was
but
pulling. That was hard for me, man. JT and Lin-Manuel. I mean, God, I was pulling for it. And then fucking La La Land won it.
yeah.
I didn't even see that because I
just-
need another movie about two white people singing?
Exactly. I never seen it either, but I just feel like it's just not worth my time.
Trolls is exceptional.
Yeah. Never seen
Trolls is amazing. Trolls is a delight.
Mm.
I thought it was going to be a horror show to take my kids to see, and I was like, what? Justin Timberlake, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Cyndi Lauper?
Wow.
Well, punch me in the face. These songs are amazing. And now my kids want to sing True Colors constantly.
How
Awesome.
can you go wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think my song of the week, just sticking with the whole 2007 theme, I'm going to go with Ali and AJ's Potential Breakup song.
Wow, I didn't even know that song.
It is a great pop song.
Great pop song. Now you say pop.
Yes. Well, pop
What
is
do
like
you
a
mean?
very exclusive
You mean
term.
mainstream?
Yeah.
You mean
Well,
I
mainstream
love
pop,
pop
yeah.
music. I love pop. I got into an argument
Yeah.
one time with somebody about. They said the Clash weren't a pop band, and I said, "Piss off." London Calling was everywhere. That record is a pop record. It's a great popular. It's a great record. And also, why are we arguing about this? Who cares? If you like it, like it. But I get that way. Yeah, I don't know that. Doesn't mean it's not good or it's not great.
Yeah.
But from 2007, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll play a little bit for you when we're done. But
Okay, I can't wait to nod my head.
what's your song of the week? It could be from any genre, any year, like from the 90s, 2000s.
My song of the week is just a song I happen to be listening to. See, I have children, so I listen to a lot of Taylor Swift, Kelly Clarkson. I've been regularly listening to the song Glorious from the unseen animated film Rock Dog.
Never heard of that.
Yes, and you should probably try to live your life not. I listen to it about 3 and 4 times a day. See, we were listening to Kids Place on Sirius XM the other day, and the Poop song came on. That was kind of fun.
Okay.
That was a good one. I listen to more podcasts now. I know that's a cliche, but I do. Seashore by the Regrets is a great song.
Okay.
That's like the last newish song I've listened to. Crash by Against Me. I know I've mentioned them a number of times. That's a great song I've listened to this year. That's off of Shape Shift With Me. It's a good record. My favorite band that you didn't ask for, but I'm going to tell you, in the past few years is Beach Slang.
Oh.
I cannot stop listening to Beach Slang. They are my go-to, and they are self-admittedly a combination of Jawbreaker and the Replacements, which are two of my Jawbreaker being my favorite band.
Okay.
Who, if anyone's going to Riot Fest, I'll see you there.
There you go.
I will be there.
All right, guys. So that is a wrap for this week's episode of Besterday. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you for indulging me. Thank you for asking me to come on.
Of course.
Thank you all for enduring.
Yeah, we're all big fans.
My nonsense. Oh, you guys.
I don't want to make you feel any more older, but like we all grew up with you.
Oh, stop it. We had a lot of fun. It was a team. There was a lot of people, a lot of producers who worked on that show, and a great many of them went on to do phenomenal things. One directs The Tonight Show. One is the EP of The Late Late Show. One runs Amy Poehler's production company.
Oh, wow.
One handles all of the real world road rules challenges. They're in charge of all this stuff. And everybody sincerely loved the music and what they did. And we could not be more thankful. For the 4 years the show was on, like I said, things come in cycles. For a lot of people, we were a big part of your growth and development in music. And
oh, for sure.
I hope we delivered.
Definitely. If it wasn't for like Steve's Untitled Rock Show, like I wouldn't have learned about a lot of bands. So
I did not choose any of the videos. That was all people here, not in the age group that we were playing for, who loved music. That's not true. I did I did choose. There was a thing we did the last couple of years called Steven's Picks. So if Strike Anywhere or Rocket came up, or I think we even did an Inquisition song once. Benji Faree, we did one of his. If any, a lot of Riverboat Gamblers. It's one of my favorite bands. If any of those came up, that was me. I put those up there, and I will do that again. But you were played to by a team of people who love music and who are nowhere near your age group. And I don't want that to make it. I hope that doesn't make it seem less cool. But I just want you to know that that's how.
I still appreciate it.
That's how
such
it
a
works.
Big part of my tween life.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching us.
Of course. All right. Well, that is a wrap. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.